On today's flight, I'd take my first flight on an A320 Neo, get locked out of my plane and get a blast from Aviation's past as we fly from Alicante to London Luton. Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Alicante, and today we're heading home on the most orangest airline in the sky, that being Easyjet. Let's go and check them out. Right, now seeing as we're travelling with just hand luggage again, we can go straight through to security. I already double checked that this time. We're a little bit early, so I'll see if we can get through early. If not, we'll just have to wait for a few minutes. Luckily, I got through without a hitch, and security at Alicante was a very quick and simple process. Okay, so if you caught my last video, you know we came out here on the 37-year-old Boeing 757-200 operated by Jet2. If you haven't seen that video, I'll pop a link to it in the description and leave a card up on the screen now. Well, on the way back, we're going on the opposite end of the spectrum. We're getting a rather new 6-year-old A320 Neo to take us back to London Luton. Now, I've never flown on a Neo before, so this should be quite an interesting experience. I'm really looking forward to it. So here is our aircraft for our flight today. A 6-year-old Airbus A320 Neo, registration Golf Uniform Zulu Hotel Lima, which was delivered brand new to Easyjet in August of 2018. Thank you. Somehow I was first at the gate and I assumed I would head straight onto the plane, but instead I was greeted with a locked door. And my first thought was, have I somehow come the wrong way? But when I saw the passengers following me, I knew I just had to wait. One thing I've learned very quickly from doing this channel is that there was a lot of waiting around involved. But about 5 minutes later, we were let through and allowed to board the plane.
Okay, you can board.
Okay,
thank you. Que vaya muy bien. Sí, perfecto, perfecto.
Hello, you okay? Like most low-cost carriers, Easyjet configured their aircraft to maximum capacity, which today was 186 passengers. Yeah. We pushed back from stand 12 minutes late, then taxied out to runway 28 to Alicante.
After takeoff, we made a continuous left turn, heading to the left of Benidorm and Valencia, then making a slight left turn again, heading directly north over the Pyrenees, and then straight run through France to the English Channel, where we started our descent, passing over the London and Heathrow area before we landed into Luton.
Okay, we're on our way back from Alicante back to the home of Easyjet Luton. I'll tell you what, how quiet are those engines on the Neos? It didn't sound like it was producing enough thrust to get us up, but hey ho, it did. As you can see, I'm literally sat one row in front of the engine. Quite a long flight time back as well to Luton as well. I was expecting it to be 2 hours 15, but no, it's actually 2.5 hours. Must be having a strong headwind tonight.
Unfortunately, there was not much to see en route tonight, so let's take a look at what you get on Easyjet. The legroom is okay, about what I'd expect from a low fares airline, but if I was any taller, then I think I'd start to feel a bit crammed in. But in terms of the seat itself, it was very comfortable. As for what you can buy, Easyjet has a wide selection of food and drink to purchase. Once again, Easyjet does not take cash on any of its flights, it's all card payment only. Tonight I went for the tuna and cucumber roll, a can of Coca-Cola and a twill bar, which came to £9 as part of a meal deal. By airline standard, that's about average, but the tuna roll was very tasty. The toilet at the front of the plane was pretty box standard, nothing special. Sink, toilet, baby changing table. But you could tell that this was the plane's last flight of the day, as it did not smell too fresh in there. As we descended into Luton, we were treated to some amazing views of London and Heathrow Airport. As we were taxiing in, we were reminded of one of the great names of the skies. A hangar that still bears the logo of Monarch Airlines can still be seen at Luton 7 years after the company ceased operations. Today's flight cost altogether £88.61, which the ticket cost £43.13 and an extra £45.48 for the Standard Plus package, which includes one small and one large cabin bag, seat choice and speedy boarding.
Alright, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Welcome to Luton everyone, and what can I say about Easyjet? For a low-cost airline, it was a very enjoyable experience. The crew were very friendly and attentive. They honestly did not seem to stop work throughout the whole flight. In terms of the product they offer, like I said, the legroom is okay for a 2.5 hour flight, but if it was 3-4 hours, I think I might start to struggle. I did notice one thing, and I'm kind of putting my cabin crew hat on now, is that Easyjet reserved the forward lockers for passengers at row 1, and the reason I like this is because when you go onto a flight and you don't have a seat in front of you, or you are sat at an emergency exit, all your bags, all your coats, everything has to go up in an overhead locker. And I've operated on flights sometimes where I've had to disappoint passengers who are sat at row 1, and I've had to tell them I've had to put their bags at row 6 because there's no room above them or anywhere around them. This can also delay their disembarkation down route and kind of leads to a negative experience. But thankfully Easyjet seem to have addressed this, and I hope other airlines do take note of this in the future. Overall, I'm very satisfied with my flight with Easyjet. Would I recommend them? Absolutely I would. Just because an airline is low fares doesn't mean it has to be a low customer service, and I think Easyjet have understood this and got the balance right. Okay, I'm off to catch a bus home now. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to share your experiences with Easyjet, then please feel free to do so in the comments below. I'll be back soon with another video. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye for now.